For the 2014 Major League Baseball season, the following linear equation can be used to describe the relationship between an American League team's payroll in X. So remember, X is payroll in millions of dollars, and the number of games Y that team won during the regular season. So X is payroll in millions of dollars, Y is number of games won. We're going to use this equation. Just remember to round each answer to the nearest whole. So let's look at part A. For part A, according to the equation we just looked at, how many games would have been won in 2014 by a team with a payroll of 90 million? Now, this is X or Y. Remember, X is payroll. So we're going to let X equal 90 in what equation? The equation given. Y is equal to 0.024x plus 79.44. That is given to us. Now we'll go ahead and just find Y when X is 90, because the payroll was given to us to be 90. 79.44. Now I'll let you put this in your calculator. We'll do a little bit. If you multiply these two numbers together, I think you'll get 2.16 and then plus 79.44. Add the two. Y then is 81.6, but we're rounding to the nearest whole, right? So Y is approximately 82. Now what did Y stand for? Y stood for number of games won during the regular season. So if the payroll is 90 million, you can expect that that team will have 82 games won during that regular season. Let's keep working with that equation. Look at part B. The New York Yankees had a payroll of 204 million in 2014. According to this equation, how many games should they have won during the season? Well, remember, this is an X value. So here X is basically 204, representing the payroll of 204 million. Remember, we were given this equation. Y equals 0.024x plus 79.44. If we want to know, according to this equation, how many games should they have won, we just simply let X be 204 and calculate. Y equals 0.024, X is 204, and then we add 79.44. Again, we'll do this on our calculator. So Y is equal to, if you multiply, I believe you get 4.896 plus 79.44. We're going to go ahead and I'll let you add and then approximate by rounding to the nearest whole. If you add these two and then round to the nearest whole, you will have 84. And remember, that stands for 84 games. So with this payroll, this team should have won 84 games during their regular season. So that's part B, just getting used to that equation. Now let's continue to work with this equation, and let's look at part C. According to this equation, let me write that down. Y equals 0.024x plus 79.44. According to this equation, what payroll would have been necessary? That's saying what would X have needed to be in order to have won 95 games during the season. Now remember, games is Y. So what we're asking is, let y equal 95, and then x is what? That is the question asked with this equation. So we'll let y be 95. All right, so y is 95 is equal to 0.024x plus 79.44. I'll let you subtract what? 79.44 from both sides, and if you do so, you'll have, let's see, 95 minus that, 15.56 equals 0.024x. How do you solve this equation for x? You just divide both sides by the coefficient of x, 0.024. I did that to both sides, so the right side is x. I'll let you divide, but if you do so, you'll have 6, 4, 8, and then you'll have 3's continuing forever. So what is the question we are asked? According to this equation, what payroll would have been necessary? And we'll round to the nearest whole. To the nearest whole, that's 648. And remember, this is in millions of dollars, so this is what the payroll would need to be in order to win 95 games during the season. Part D, we want to find and interpret the slope of the equation. Well, what is the equation? It is y equals 0.024x plus 79.44. First, identify the slope. The slope is the coefficient of x, which is 0.024, or I can write it as that over 1. Now keep in mind what in the numerator, remember it's rise over run or change in y's over change in x's. So what does that mean? X's had to do with money, so this is money, and this is number of games. So let's say what this means in words. It means that every $1 million spent on payroll, we increase our winnings by 0.024 game.